Hi and welcome back. Our URI basketball coaches show will air and debut next week, and as part of the program will feature certain players. Xavier Munford is a team leader, a Carmelo Anthony fan, and first up, here's Yanni Caracas.
Well before Dan Hurley and Xavier Munford reunited in Kingston, the two met when Munford was just a skinny teenager back in New Jersey. At the time, Hurley was trying to convince Munford to play for St. Benedict's Prep, where Hurley was the head coach.
Came with his mom, Zamora, and Darren to open house where I was the admissions director at St. Benedict's, and convinced them to send him to St. Benedict's, and then 4 years later, had to convince them to send him to Rhode Island.
Coming in, I knew it was a high-level program, so I knew it was going to be tough for me to try to play on the team and stuff like that, but I kept my confidence high. Coach Hurley is a great coach, and then as years progressed, I just he developed me into a great player.
Along with current teammate Gilvitas Baruta, Munford, Hurley, and the Gray Bees team earned national recognition. After high school, Munford and Hurley went their separate ways. Munford to junior college and Hurley taking over Wagner. But their paths would cross in March of 2012 when Hurley got the URI job.
I seen that he had got the job on the internet and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, that's a good look for him.
Maybe even before I told my wife that I was taking the job, I might have called him and Gil next.
Later that day, he gave me a call. I was excited to talk to him. He told me about that he got a job, what was going to happen, and stuff like that in the future. I told my parents, and then later that week, and a couple weeks later, I made the decision.
And X, as his teammates call him, hasn't regretted the decision, leading the team in scoring as both the junior and senior. But as the only senior who gets consistent minutes, there sometimes is a burden on Munford to fill the box score. And early this season, he found himself in a shooting slump.
I think he had the weight of the world on his shoulders.
Beginning of the season, I had a slow start this year. I was in a bad shooting slump. But as games progress, I'm getting better and getting out of the shooting slump. I just got to keep progressing, stay in the gym.
Munford's numbers would soon rebound, and while leading the team on the court, he also has been another coach for the young players on this Rams team.
He gives me a lot of advice, since I'm a freshman. He just shows me the ropes and what to do.
To get guys to lock in the huddle, to get guys off the court, to do the right thing on and off the court.
And all the gaudy stats aside, as for Munford's legacy, he hopes to be a cornerstone to the rise of URI basketball, leaving the program as a winner.
The first year, we didn't really win that much, so this year I want to go down in history as a winner, as such guys like Coach Murph or Lamar Odom. I want to be put in that category and just make a great run in conference play.